As a trucking company owner executive, we know that one of the main things that you have to deal with on an ongoing basis is keeping your trucks on the road. Studies have shown that a truck sitting by has lost opportunity costs of around $22,000 a month, and the average company has 3+ trucks sitting there, which adds up to around $66,000 a month. And if you look out there, there's a lot of opportunity and a lot of different solutions that you can turn to get leads. You have a lot of choices out there, but no matter which one you're using, typically all you're getting is a lead. You're just getting a name, a phone number, someone who has shown interest in a job, not necessarily your company. So you get the lead, and that's where all of this comes into play. You actually have to turn into a sales team for your business, because once you get the lead, then you have to work the lead. What do I mean by working the lead? You have to get in contact with them. These drivers are on the road, so you have to call the lead, you have to text the lead, you have to decide, do they meet your minimum requirements? You have to go through all that just to determine that part of it, and a lot of times it takes a lot of effort to do that, and most companies we've seen don't have much of a follow-up system in place in order to continue to reach out to those drivers. Now, once you do finally get the driver on the phone or by text and they've shown an interest, then you have to get them to fill out the application. Because just because you talk to them doesn't mean they're ready to come on board. Then you have to vet the lead. What I mean by vetting the lead, then you have to run the reports, the PSP, employment history, background checks, what does their driving record look like? All of those things come into play, and that's on you. The lead companies do not do that work for you. That you're having to do that. Then you have to qualify the lead. Then you have to work the applicant. So you have to do all of those things just to be able to do the one thing that you wanted to do to begin with, which was hire the driver. So all of these things come into play just to hire the driver. Now another thing comes into play, and you have to now get them to do what? Get them to show up for orientation. Because about 50% of the time we find that most drivers, although they're interested in the job, they don't show up for orientation because it doesn't fall into how their schedule's working with the loads that they're running. You have to have a nurturing process in place to do that. And then once you have them hired, you have to retain the driver, because you want to keep them on the road with you long term. Now, like I said, most lead companies, you have to do all this work. The difference with our Advantage system is that we do all of this for you. We don't just bring you a lead, we bring you a pre-vetted, qualified applicant that's ready to go to work for you. We represent your company. We don't represent a pool of companies. We represent you. We're talking to them as your agent, as part of your HR department, to have them interested, not just coming for a job, but coming to work for your specific company. So think about that whenever you're looking at where's the next lead source that you're going to look at. Imagine a world where all you had to do was look at the information and make the hire. And then we go to work in order to ensure they show up for orientation. And only that, but we put a retention system in place to make sure they stay with you long term. And with a retention system, what that does is like giving you an early warning indicator light, like on your vehicle, to let you know there may be something wrong so that you can reach out on a personal level. When you put this entire system in place, it not only keeps your trucks full, but most of our clients are able to actually expand their fleet. So if this at all looks interesting to you, go ahead, click the link below here. Let's hop on a quick discovery call, see if maybe this might be a fit for you or not, and we'll go from there. I can assure you it's going to be one of the most uplifting and positive calls that you've had in quite a while. See you on the other side.